Hi everybody, so welcome back. So today we are going to do Broadrick 2021. Let's start from paper 2 section A. The first question, right, is the usual pick from the whole list kind of question. So this is a question that will span and integrate many different chapters. Let's look at the first question. Which compound may be used once? Each compound may be used once, more than once, or not at all. Okay, so number one, which compound forms a yellow precipitate with equal silver nitrate? So got to remember, right, silver nitrate, right, we only care about the silver. Nobody cares about the nitrate. What ion, right, will cause Ag plus to form a yellow PPT? Okay, so if you look at the list, right, yellow PPT, you need to have I minus, right? So which of the compounds will actually supply you with a I minus? I think if you look down the list, you kind of have no choice. There's only one compound with iodide. So the answer is sodium iodide. Okay, there's one mark in the back. So this question, right, it actually comes from a QA chapter. So basically, if you know your QA, you know the various halogens, what kind of color precipitate will they produce? Like AgCl will give you a white PPT. AgBr will give you a pale cream PPT. Okay, and then AgI, as you know, it produces a yellow PPT. All right, so we got to keep those knowledge handy. Okay, so what compound can be used as a fertilizer? So this is under the chapter on ammonia. Okay, basically we need to use the NH4 as a source of nitrogen. So if we look down the list, I think the only one that we can use is ammonium sulfate. Okay, so this is kind of like a memory work kind of question. Which compound is a pollutant arising from lightning activity? So lightning activity will actually cause the nitrogen in the air to be fixed, so-called, and then it reacts with oxygen to become nitrogen oxide. Okay, so if you look at the whole list, right, it does look like we only have one nitrogen oxide right here, nitrogen dioxide. So this is probably from the chapter atmosphere and atmosphere. So these three questions you got to have knowledge from these three chapters so that you can answer these questions. Okay, what makes this kind of question a bit more challenging is that you got to have knowledge from different chapter, and basically just looking at the compound, you need to know, oh, what sort of a property it has. Okay, so it's a mishmash of many different chapters. We got to keep that in mind. Okay, B, explain why sodium iodide will not conduct electricity when solid but will conduct it when dissolved in water. Basically, they are asking you, right, what are the particles that will conduct electricity? So number one, you have mobile ions, okay, can conduct electricity. You either have mobile ions or delocalized electrons. Okay, electrons, they are free to move. Okay, so basically your charged particles are, but sodium iodide, right, is because it is a ionic. Okay, this thing is a ionic compound. And for all ionic compound, right, if they are in a solid state, the ions are actually fixed in a regular lattice structure. They are unable to conduct electricity. This is true not just for sodium iodide, but for all ionic compounds. Okay, but however, once you dissolve them in solution, the ions become mobile, all right, and they are free to move and carry the charge with them, hence conducting electricity. All right, so that is for your question one.